So that's my proposal. What do you think?
I love it.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, let's see how many people out there love it. Hello everyone, this is Mark Peterson with the Frog Outside the Well Research Center, and today my guest again for the fourth in our series of Sijo is our Sijo specialist, Lucia.
Good to be here.
Thanks for coming again. Have you enjoyed this?
Yes, thank you.
It's been fun, hasn't it?
So much
I think
fun.
Sijo is really an important topic. In fact, in my Frog Outside the Well Research Center, I have 3 emphases. I want to do what I call a correct understanding of Confucianism. I think a lot of Koreans misunderstand key elements of Confucian practice. And number 2, I want to do a revision of Korean history that's much more upbeat and positive about Korean history. But number 3 that I'm working on is Sijo. So today we'll learn that I'm not just interested in Sijo as Sijo. I'm interested in seeing Korea change its educational attitude towards Sijo. We talked last time about how Sijo is being taught in America. And there's this contest for Sijo writing in America.
Yeah.
Now, there are little pockets of people that are interested in Sijo in Korea. But as a general rule, Koreans' educational system don't write Sijo.
Yeah. I mean, as somebody who has gone through both Korean and American education systems, I would say that is the biggest difference between the two. In Korean classrooms, people just sit there, take notes, listening to what the teacher has to say.
Memorizing things for the test, what's going to be on the test.
Right, and there isn't much of an open dialogue. In American culture, on the other hand, I feel like I see constantly students raising their hands, sharing their ideas, so there is much more creativity and self-expression.
What I'm going to advocate in this video is that the Korean educational system look at teaching Sijo, meaning teaching how to write Sijo. At this point, there's so much focus on the exam that you are only memorizing things and missing great creative opportunities.
Yeah.
And yet, my friends in Korea tell me that the educational system is deficient on creativity. And here is a way that we could sponsor creativity in teaching Sijo, and not just memorizing the 5 masters.
Yeah.
You know, you learn 이몸이 주고 정산이 백개수야, 태산이 높다 하되, 통지 딸, and maybe that's it. Maybe a few more of these famous Sijo. You memorize them and learn about them because they'll be on the test.
Yeah.
What I want to suggest is that in Korea, they do something similar to what the Sejong Cultural Society does. And that is they have this nationwide contest. We had 1,100 people enter last year in the student division. And then we have the new adult division in the Sejong Cultural Center. I'll post that right here so everyone can see a little bit about that. But it's a contest. And my proposal is this, that every school in Korea should have a Sijo contest. And the judging should be outside people. A university professor, a teacher from another school, maybe a poet, and have them judge it double blind.
Yeah.
Meaning the students don't know who the judges are, so they can't contact them. And the judges don't know who the students are because there's no name on it. It's just the number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, Sijo.
Yeah.
And then they'll pick the one that they think is the best. And if each school could do this, the students that are the winners, maybe not just top 3, maybe top 5, maybe top 10, maybe top 20, the best Sijo get points that they can use against the Sunung Shihong. In other words, I can't put my Sijo on the Sunung Shihong. It can only be Chung Mongju and the famous Sijo writers. But if we have a contest where I win and get some points, then in effect my Sijo is on the Sunung Shihong.
Yeah.
And that fosters creativity so that students can be more creative. And maybe, here's the punchline, maybe a Korean will win the Nobel Prize.
Oh.
When I talk to my Korean friends, they say, oh, we've never won a Nobel Prize. well, of course they won the Peace Prize. Kim Dae-jung won the Peace Prize. But an academic prize of literature, economics, or medicine, or chemistry, they haven't won one of those yet. And if we can foster more creativity in the Korean educational system, and this is really interesting because Korea has one of the most innovative outputs in the world.
Yeah.
If you look at innovation, Koreans are very, very innovative.
Right.
But the school system is still mainly looking at memorization. And so maybe if we made the school system just a little bit more creative,
Yeah.
this innovation and creativity that's in Korea could become huge.
Yeah.
And so that's my proposal. And if a Sijo contest as part of the entrance exam is successful, then you can have another contest for regular poetry. You can have another contest for essay.
Yeah.
You can have another contest for the science fair. And the student has the best science fair. Creative, getting involved in something. He gets points that are used as part of the Sunung Shio. So that's my proposal. What do you think?
I love it.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, let's see how many people out there love it. I think it would be a useful way for educators to think about this. I understand that in some schools, in some universities, they're doing some things like this. But maybe this could become more universal. And Sijo could lead the way.
Yes.
Well, that's our proposal. So thanks for watching, and thanks for helping me in this series on Sijo.
Thank you. I always love listening to your perspective, so it's been fun.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. We'll see you next time. Bye.